All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2. With a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board. And they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Loretta letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
From the end zone, Smith. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lauletta to throw. And fights through one man. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap to Lauletta, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Caught on the right side. Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Smith on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put them in the driver's seat. Hopkins with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
35.
On first down, this is Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it here with Pirine. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the drive stalls out inside the 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. He finds Lashley complete over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now McCoy. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Green, 39, green, 39.
Geis receives the pitch, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw on second down. McCoy. But he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. To throw on second down. McCoy. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, McCoy. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Gone! 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 All right, here we go. Gone! Green 39! Gone! Green 39!
Operating from the gun, McCoy. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, now look at 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he rifles one incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now here's Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Leopard.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Cannon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Geis with the carry on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's McCoy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And he'll spot Lashley open, left side complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lauletta now to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now a toss. This is Geis. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
Throwing on 1st down. McCoy. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. McCoy. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McCoy. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit. All right, now, Lucky 56. Detroit. Gone.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Jordan Reed has it, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. McCoy now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They begin with a run by Barkley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Here's Lawletta now on second. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays for this drive, all 4 on the ground.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half.
you.